What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ben IQ coming back y'all with another video, and today I'm going to be going over the best defensive abilities in Madden 21. These are my opinion, and also a little bit, this is a mix between my opinion and facts. But anyway, we're going to start out with DBs, and if I don't go over ability, that means I don't think it's worth having. YouTube, so we're here and we're starting with these DBs. I'm just showing Deion Sanders. Obviously you need abilities on your safeties, or you can run abilities on your safeties, but I'm just going to be showing you the ability with Deion Sanders. So mid-zone knockout, really good ability. This ability activates no matter what zone you're in. You can be in a hard flat, a curl flat, a deep blue, a deep half, a middle third, any zone, not just the yellows, the hook curls, the vert hooks, and the 3 recs. You don't have to be in one of those for this to actually work. This will work no matter what zone you're in. Really good ability, probably the best zone ability in the game. But with that being said, I'm not really gonna speak about the other knockouts. You know, flat zone's actually really good, but flat zone's good too, but mid zone works in all abilities, and this only works in the flats, like curl flats, hard flats, cloud flats, and stuff like that. Seam flats only works in that. But yeah, mid zone, best zone ability in the game. Pick artist. This is a great ability no matter where you put it. You won't have to worry about your DB dropping a pick. You won't even have to worry about bad timing user pick. All you have to do is hold down triangle as soon as the ball is thrown the direction of the player you have pick artist on, and they're intercepting the ball. Very good ability. Probably the best like non-scheme ability. By non-scheme ability, best non-man coverage or zone coverage ability, because this works in both. And yeah, I'm not gonna talk anything on this row, not talking about this. I will speak on deep route knockout. This is a really good ability. You only have to be you can be within a couple of steps, even 3 steps behind the wide receiver if they throw a deep route pass. Say they throw a deep post or a S post or a crosser, and your DB is about 3 steps behind or closer, they will get a animation, and the receiver or tight end, running back, will drop the pass. The majority of the time, if you ever watch Mazomatic stream, he runs this a lot. It's really good. I've seen people play against me with it. I had to run more than I passed, and I couldn't really throw near this. I couldn't throw near the player that had this because they were getting contest animations the whole game, knocking the ball out. But yeah, that's deep route knockout. Really good ability. I would advise that you run this. It's a very good ability. I won't say it's probably the best man coverage ability. The route knockouts, yeah, you have to run 2 route knockouts. You have to run like deep and mid, but they're both amazing. Check out, this is horrible. Don't run this. Don't run this, because you're not really gonna press nobody in man. Not man, but in zone. You shouldn't be pressing, in my opinion, unless they're throwing a bunch of quick slants or quick hitches. But it's not that many players that I play against that actually do that. So check out, it's not worth the 1 ability point. It's not even worth 1 AP. It's not. Anyway, that's not worth talking about. This ability is trash now. It's garbage. They patched it. It doesn't work. You can easily counter this ability by motioning over a receiver on a slant, a Z post, anything, because they're usually gonna run this. Well, you can only run this in man coverage, and if you motion over, it cancels out the ability, so there's no point. Acrobat, I have it on Deion. You see this all over my field on God Squad Saturday videos. This is probably, this and Acrobat is probably tied for the best 1 AP ability on defense. I mean, Acrobats, they just go crazy. You can throw a pass a couple of feet away from a DB and they will dive and grab the ball or smack the ball, make a play on the ball. I mean, this is an amazing ability. I advise, if you have AP left anywhere, I would advise that you throw this on a DB or your user, or even if you run big nickel over G a lot, throw it on your second sub linebacker that you don't use her. But yeah, really good ability. Medium route knockout. This is also one of these 1 AP abilities that is really glitchy with Acrobat and Pick Artist. Acrobat and Pick Artist, you already know what's going to happen with them. But with a 1 AP medium knockout, I'm pretty sure this is a this works between the 5 and 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. I think that's the yardage on this. Do not, I repeat, do not take my word for it, but I think that's what it is. I'm not sure though, but anyway, this is a really good ability. They throw a medium length pass and you're close to receiver, your player will like randomly get a speed boost and attach to the wide receiver and knock the ball out, or the receiver will try to make a one-handed grab and they'll drop the pass. Anyway, really good ability. One step ahead, not as good as it used to be. Not as effective. Not that effective at all. Unless you're playing somebody who's brain dead that doesn't know just to motion over a receiver or to put your tight end on a crosser. Like, it's so easy to burn people who run this. If you run this and you're playing against a good player, you're gonna lose the majority of the times you're playing a good player and you're running this. Because when you run this, you usually run it on your 3 starting cornerbacks and you play man coverage the whole game. But if you're playing a good player, they'll know to motion over. They know plays that will basically take 1 step ahead out of the game. You won't be able to use the bullshit that comes with this ability. And yeah, so the only other ability I'm really about to talk about is short route knockout. Along with medium and deep route knockout, it's good. I wouldn't advise short route knockout except on your slot cornerback. And I also got that from Maze-O-Matic. Shout out my boy Maze. And the abilities that Deion doesn't get, the only one I'm gonna talk about, right, is STONEWALL. Because on run plays, you shoot the gap with your user, you hit the running back, and he will not be able to break the tackle. And he won't be able to fall forward. So this can be a very clutch ability. But yeah, let's get to the pass rushers. Okay, so we're here with the pass rushers. So on this first row, I'm only talking about double or nothing. Double or nothing is really good if you have 2 AP left over. I don't run pass rushing abilities myself. I prefer stopping the run and having stuff that will play receivers and play screens. So, you know, like so like I said, I don't run pass rushing abilities. Double or nothing, still really good. I used to run it. I don't run it anymore, but you know, it's exactly what it is. It works. It's legit. Like, it's legit what it says it does. Works half of the time. It works half of the time. You're either shedding instantly or you're bagged. Like, legit. This it does exactly what it says it does. But anyway, onto the other abilities. Okay, inside stuff. Probably the best ability in the game to stop the run. You know, goal line stuff only works when they come out in goal line. It's not worth it. How many players you gonna play that's actually running goal line the majority of their plays? I've played some people like that, but legitimately, all you gotta do is shoot the gap. All you gotta do is know how to shoot the gap. But no outsiders. It does not really, I haven't seen it do that much, especially like inside stuff. But the difference between inside stuff and no outsiders is inside stuff works versus stretch, inside zone, halfback dive, and all that. No outsiders only works against quick toss, I believe stretch, and what else? Quick toss, quick pitch, and stretch. If there's any others, comment it down below, but I'm not sure how many plays it runs on. But let's be honest, you're not gonna play that many people who are running pitch and toss that much, and then stretch. Inside stuff works against the stretch. So I know that's why I'm saying inside stuff is a lot better than no outsiders. But on a defensive end, this is 2 AP, really good defensive ability. But let's get to the next ability, which is edge threat. Edge threat is really good, but the thing is, you're wasting 3 AP if you match up against somebody who has edge protectors. So in my opinion, there's no point of running this, because I run edge protectors, which are 1 AP. So my 1 AP outmatches your 3 AP. As far as abilities, you're at a disadvantage. But anyway, let's get to El Toro. El Toro, I don't think is worth it. Just for the simple fact, you have to use your defensive lineman to get this ability to work. And if you're using your defensive lineman, even with his ability, if I double team the player with this ability when you use your defensive lineman, this will be a waste of 2 ability, because your defensive lineman is not going to get no pass rush. If you send a blitz, then I'm at a disadvantage. But if you send a blitz, I'm just gonna still dot your brain in, like, or I'll just run the ball. I could easily run PA shot out of trips tight end, motion over to Z post, put the tight end on a crosser, and your brain is dotted in. Like, literally, your brain is gonna get dotted in. But anyway, that being said, let's get to the next ability. Edge threat elite. Now, I said I wouldn't run edge threat if I were you because of the edge protectors, right? But edge threat elite is a different story. With edge threat elite, what happens is it overpowers every offensive lineman ability, and sometimes it is even going to shed double teams. Yeah, so it's a really good ability. I would recommend this ability if you can work with 7 AP, but then you wouldn't be able to run abilities on your cornerbacks. You'd be forced to play zone coverage, which isn't bad. I mean, zone coverage is good, but you wouldn't be able to play man because your players will probably get burnt most of the time. And then you'd probably be spending around 9 AP on your defensive line to get inside stuffers or inside stoppers. And I feel like it's a really good ability, but I do not think it's worth 5 AP. But anyway, on to the next ability. But you could really use edge threat elite and go crazy. Alright, now Speedster. This is an okay ability, but you had to put a QB contain out every fucking play if you run this. I don't think it's worth it. Alright. Stonewall is pretty solid, you know, if your defensive lineman gets a tackle on a running back. you know, he's not going to be able to fight for extra yards. Under pressure, that's a solid ability. I would only recommend it running on 2 defensive linemen at max. But yeah, solid ability. I don't think there's anything else really worth talking about as far as defensive lineman abilities. Everything else is pretty garbage. But yeah, with that being said, we're gonna end the video off here. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'm out of here. Cool.